Hello everyone, and welcome to the channel. I'm Dennis B, and today is launch day for Mexico Deluxe. And here it is. I just purchased it. I just downloaded it. I have not played this yet. Wanted to, as I usually do with new releases, just wanted to fire it up and do some show off some gameplay and give you my initial kind of thoughts and impressions on this table. I have played the demo version of this on Zachariah Pinball on Steam, but this is again my first time firing it up for the At Games 4KP. So just quickly before I start it up, just looking at the table here, it looks like you've got two upper play fields on either side here with their own sets of flippers, main set of flippers here. They didn't go too flipper crazy on this one, but hopefully again these are separate play fields, so I don't get too hung up on extra flippers on separate play fields. But it's like when you have a main play field and every time you hit the flipper button you got 8 flippers going crazy. It gets to be a little bit much. But again, looking at here, your typical 3-and-3 out lanes. So with a Magic Pixel table, I already know what to expect. Bouncy ass physics that the ball is going to constantly just hit these 3 out lanes and hit the 2 in lanes and always bounce to the out lanes. It's just the way that it works on their tables. All designed to go to the out lanes, which could be a real pain in the ass. You got your typical center post, moves up and down. That can also be a pain in the ass, but also can be an advantage if you kind of know how to play it right. Yeah, and of course, you've got looks like you got about five pop bumpers in here that these upper rollovers feed into. I have not dug into the rule set on this. Like I said, I'm literally just, firing it up for the first time. Each of these upper play fields looks like you have like drop targets and spot targets that you need to kind of hit and light up in order to kind of complete them. Let's see, other stuff I kind of see on this table. Pretty much looks like all of it. There are there's drop targets here that I assume when you hit them they drop down, and then there's the soccer ball spot targets behind there. This is pretty funny because this is a Mexico themed table, Mexico Deluxe. Now the original Mexico 86 that this is based off of is a soccer themed game. Soccer is really only represented here. This is more about Mexico than soccer, but I think the original game was based on, I think the World Cup was held in Mexico in 86. I think that's what was the relevance of that. But anyway, so soccer seems pretty secondary here. This is mostly that Dios de la Muerta, whatever, the Day of the Dead, day after Thanksgiving. Day after Thanksgiving, Jesus. The day after Halloween. It's the holiday season, I got the holidays in the mind. But, Coco. Go watch the Pixar movie Coco, it'll tell you all about it. Or The Book of Life, which is another animated movie. Anyway, enough rambling. Let's start this bad boy up and see.
Bienvenidos a Mexico. Let's heat
So as you can
things up
see,
with a fiesta.
Updated, newer, DMD that is much better than those standard Magic Pixel DMDs. So this, again, all of the more recent deluxe tables that have released have all had the updated DMDs. So I'm glad that I can right off the bat see that they used a font that's actually like legible and you can actually read, unlike Star God, and I think there was one other that was Shoot the Rapids. It's just they picked a weird font that was really hard to read. But all right, let's fire it up and see. So again, traditional Mexican music. Oh. Rollovers again, without having looked at the rules, I imagine these rollovers are typically how you activate your ball save. Ball save is flashing there. And I imagine you probably hit...
Not minigame. Hit the left spot targets.
Nut minigame. Oh boy. Oh, I just hit my nuts. That means I can hit my other nut. I got 3 nuts I gotta hit. I hit my nuts.
Minigame done.
There you go. I completed the nut mini game.
Sombrero mini game. Pass through the
Sombrero.
second playfields 2 times.
Pass through the second playfield 2 times. I imagine because it's sombrero, that arrow, so I gotta hit that scoop. Oh shoot! Okay, I didn't realize that was feeding to the other. That was feeding to the other upper playfield. The challenge of learning the table on video as you go here. But you hit that sombrero. It says you're supposed to pass through the secondary playfield twice. So I imagine you hit the ball up there. Hit it through that scoop, and then you try to go to the other playfield and hit back, complete that mode, and there you go. That's exactly what I was talking about. Ball gets in there, starts bouncing around, kiss it goodbye. It's very unlikely, even though it should be a 1 in 3 chance, it's like a 90% chance of hitting that out lane. So, like with most Magic Pixel games, this is one of those ones you just want to constantly try to get your ball safe. Just have it active as much as possible. For my money, in my opinion, it really, having to constantly do that and worry about that,
Best bonus, hit the slingshots for extra points.
it can suck the fun out of the game if you're constantly having to say, okay, my ball save up, okay, no, and then now I gotta go hit this ramp 6 times to light these, to light the rollovers. So as I said, I got those, but there. So those 2 middle ramps right there are the ones you really want to try to hit.
Nut minigame. Hit the left spot targets.
Okay, I am not an expert in Mexico, but the nut mini game I find extremely confusing. Maybe Mexico is a large importer of nuts. I do not know. Exporter of nuts. Maybe it should be avocado. Maybe. I don't know.
First minigame done.
Okay, let's see if I can get that sombrero. So it's so now
minigame.
I
Pass
hit
through the second
that
playfield
scoop.
2 times.
It's gonna come over this playfield, and that's the question of like, what's next? And I missed it anyway, so it didn't matter.
Ball save is activated.
Okay, so there you go. This is the best way to get your ball saved back. I already have it now, but just showing you here. Just hit these ramps, and I'm also getting combos, which I did not catch the. Missed it. So, like with most Magic Pixel tables,
Combo.
you can just hit combos over and over again.
Start mode is lit.
Alright, let's see what we get for a mode. Alright, start mode is lit. Where is start mode? There it is. It's a little saucer over there. Missed it. Oh man. There you go. Start mode.
Festival. Eject hole 4 times.
Alright, so I gotta hit that eject hole 4 times. The same hole I was just in. There's one.
Do it again.
I will try. Alright, so instead of trying to backhand this, I'm just gonna nudge pass right in.
Don't stop. The party's not over. Bonus times 4.
I'll do it. Alright, let me just see. See, that was deactivated because I'm in a mode. Alright, gotta have one more in
Get that
there.
energy going.
Oh, yeah. There you go. It wouldn't be a Magic Pixel table. I'm just gonna let it drain down here. There you go.
Excelente.
If a ball capture didn't throw the ball to a very dangerous spot. Okay, excuse me. It's that time of year. Phlegm
Candles mode
season.
activated. Extra points on the second playfield for 30 seconds.
Oh God! Come on. Ah! Oh, and of course I changed it to.
Amarillo. Rotate spinner 30 times. Bonus time.
Okay, so it say rotate the spinner. So the spinner is up that lane right there. It's flashing. You can see the spinner is right there. So it said rotate it 30 times. So this is a tip of the flipper. Still a little early. Very tip of the flipper up there.
Stop. The party's not over.
So that's one. Again, usually, and it stays pretty consistent here. Most of these tables.
Do it again.
Oh, it left me with one. I was just about to say, usually you only have to hit it twice, but of course now I literally rotated it. Oh god, and they're not going to give it to me, so I need literally one more rotation to complete that mode. There we go.
Mode completed. That's how we celebrate in Mexico.
So, learning this table right along with me. Or I'm learning it right along with you, depending on how you look at it. Okay, I'm gonna do, whoa. I am interested to see inside that party one what's going on in there, but let me keep going through the modes here. Let me try to keep going through the modes. Oh, you know what I should do? I need one more to get my ball save. I should probably do that. Oh man, this one is a little different.
Espiritu. Pop bumpers 15 times.
Pop bumpers. Okay, so how that is how you get them up to the pop bumpers. So the pop
Keep that
bumpers.
energy going.
Oh, I should do it.
Mode completed.
20 million,
Excelente
please.
trabajo. Ball save
Ball
reward.
save.
3 million points.
Let's see if I can get that sombrero mode. Okay, so I did that again. Not quite sure. It says to unlock multi-ball to do that.
Locking unlocked. Shoot down the drop target.
Oh god. I'm not gonna death save. I'm a good boy. I'm not gonna do it. That's a perfect example of Magic Pixel Table for you, where there's just stuff that's close. Lots of posts, lots of things that if you miss your ramp, it's coming right back at you, and you gotta hope that you get a fortunate bounce. But so I'm already on my third ball. Don't remember reading the first one, but I must have. But 118 million ain't bad for my first go around here.
Not minigame. Hit the left spot targets.
Oh boy. Okay. So get that. So this essentially lights the lock. And get that last eye. Oh god. Get up there. Can hit the C, no
Locking
problem.
unlocked. Shoot down the drop target. Lock 1 is lit.
Okay, and then you lock the ball up
Ball
there.
1
Okay.
is locked. The party's just getting started. Lock 2 is lit.
Sweet. Okay, so if you weren't catching what was happening there, so you hit these 3 spot targets, you light those, then those start flashing, and those are drop targets. You hit all 3 of those, then it goes down and opens up, and then you shoot the ball in there to lock the ball. So I already locked 1, and then it just drops it out, gives you an opportunity to lock number 2. And you don't do that. I was just about to say it's a little bit weird that they just give you the ball kind of freely to just relock, but it's not as easy as it might look. Okay, so I think I want that. Like, I don't understand. Gastro, the second light, candles and gastro. I don't like. I don't want to say it, but this is a Mexico themed table, and they're worried about your gastrointestinal. Montezuma's Revenge. They're gonna give you the shits for playing this game. Like, I don't understand why you'd have a I don't know if there's a translation that's gone wrong there or what, but gastro is a real fucking light on a Mexico themed table. Oh god, don't do it. Come on, I'm trying to hit the gastro lane. Alright, come on. Gastro. Oh, I missed it.
Candles mode activated. Extra points on the second playfield for 30 seconds.
Alright, now I really want to lock this ball here and try to get the multi-ball. There we go.
For 2 is locked. The fiesta is heating up. Multi-ball is good.
Ah, man. That's just me not focused, concentrating enough. So you got to get that third ball in there to get multi-ball going. And man, I really should.
Schools mode unlocked. Pass left ramp 4 times in 60 seconds.
Pass left ramp 4 times in 60 seconds. So that's this. Oh, man, it's too early.
Bonus times 4.
Oh man, perfect bounce right down there. God, I screwed that one up big time, so I was so close to getting multi-ball. But okay, so initial reactions. Again, I'll try to keep this video short, again, seems pretty fun and interesting. I like that there's this added element of the extra upper playfields that gives you a little bit of a different, you know, flavor and feel for the game. So does make it kind of unique among other Magic Pixel tables. So I haven't even again really dug into all the modes and everything that you need to do, so there does seem to be quite a bit going on. This doesn't seem to be your typical just ramp combo over and over again. But like I said, I hadn't gotten into the multi-ball, so if the multi-ball is another one of those like where you can get 2, 3, 4, 5 million a shot, like this might end up being another one of those just multi-ball fest kind of tables. The modes again seemed pretty standard, just hit pop bumpers, hit the spinner. I'm sure some of the other ones are, do the rollovers, hit the slingshots. Like those are all pretty standard stuff for Magic Pixel tables, which is fine. That's just how they, how they set up their modes. But there definitely seemed to be a lot more going on with, like, again, these lights here. And when you kind of light these, like I said, that when I drained, there was a mode going where I had to hit this 4 times. So, and unfortunately, I missed it. But anyway, pretty interesting table. I kind of like it. Let's see, where are we? About 18 minutes in this video. So here's what I'm going to do, actually. Instead of cutting the video short here, I'm going to do one more playthrough. But so again, total score. So this is, we always kind of, joke about this, where your first play, for some reason, they seem to nerf the table and you do really well on it. I had obviously a rough ball 1, ball 2 wasn't so bad, and then ball 3 I just kind of gacked my last shot there. But 138 million for my very first play of the table.
The sun's shining, the music's
probably not half bad, but
dive into the heart of Mexico.
So let's see what we get here. So like a lot of Magic Pixel tables too, when you have the pop bumpers below those rollover lights, just you got to make sure to stay on top of those and move them as needed so that you light as many of them as possible when that ball bounces back up from the pop bumpers. So like this one here, there's a chance it's going to kick back up through. Doesn't always. Okay, so now I'm on the upper play field. I got to hit my nuts.
First minigame done. Sombrero minigame. Pass through the second playfield 2 times.
It says pass through the second playfield 2 times. So I guess I just have to get it over there, and then if it comes down, that's 1 pass through, and I get the ball back up again and pass through again. I guess that's all that means. But when you get over here, you obviously don't want to just let it pass. You want to try to activate this multi-ball. God, I just keep hitting the same shot over and over again. It's like it. There we go.
Locking on lock. Shoot down the drop targets.
Oh man, late on those drop target shots, and there you go. If there is one frustration that I have with every Magic Pixel table, it's that. It is that the 2 in lane, 1 out lane, kind of 6 lane setup that just the ball just always kicks to the out lane, and I really wish that they would address that somehow. Unless it's their intention, I don't know. But it's just really frustrating. It just feels like the ball has a much higher chance of going out than going down one of the 2 in lanes. And it can be extremely frustrating. Alright, so when it comes down off this wall, so that's one thing I know about this, and I think they've changed on a lot of their tables recently. You kind of notice when the ball's rolling down that those oh god. I was busy talking, not really paying attention, but also it was again that perfect bounce right down the middle, bounce up that goes right down the middle. But what I was saying was, if you notice, so on some of the older Magic Pixel tables, when it comes down the orbit lanes, it usually just comes straight down and straight down the middle, right? And obviously, they must have saw the complaints and saw the issues that people have it, because on some of the other tables, I'm just trying to think of like what some of the examples are off the top of my head, and I can't think of any off the top of my head. But basically, a lot of times you have to, when the ball comes down towards the bottom, you have to nudge to kind of kick the ball away. Well, some of the tables recently, they have it kind of hit. There's a little rubber post here. They'll have the ball hit and kick off that rubber post, so you don't have to worry as much now about the ball just coming right down the orbit. Alright, so this game has gone to shit really fast. I'm on ball 3 already. But see, usually what I would do is just tap the nudge button as it's coming to the end to try to kick it to my flipper so it doesn't roll down the middle. But you can see when the ball rolls down now, it kicks out by itself. So hopefully that just means that they learned and they're listening.
Best bonus. Hit the slingshots for extra points.
See, in that particular instance, because it already kicks, you can actually, if you time it up, you can actually hit the, let's see if I can do it here. I didn't quite get the timing right, but if you can actually hit the nudge, you're going to get it to kick even further, because right now I'm in a mode where I needed to hit not a mode, but it's like a mini mode where I needed to hit the slingshots. If you can get it to kick even further, it could reach the slingshots on its own. I'm just not quite getting that timing right, or it's not kicking far enough. God. Like, I don't mean to be overly critical, but like some of these
Candles mode activated. Extra points on the second playfield for 30 seconds.
Oh man, come on. But some of the phrases and language that they use on these tables, just head scratching at times, like gastro and nut mini game. Like I guess I don't really get it.
First minigame done. Sombrero minigame. Pass through the second playfields 2 times. Cost save reward, 3 million points. Candles mode activated. Extra points on the second minigame completed.
Okay, so yeah, that's the second pass through, and now there's the third way minigame. Way. I don't. Again, way. Why? What?
Locking on lock.
Oh!
Put down the
Don't
drop
do it.
targets.
Getting late here on the. Come on, get it! Oh man, that is an interesting setup they have there for those drop targets. See if I can. Oh man, of course I hit it right off the bat. Get it. Got it.
Lock 1 is lit.
Okay. Get in there. That's lock
Door 1 is
1.
locked.
See if
Party's
it.
just getting started. Lock
There's
2 is
2. See if I can get multi-ball going
locked.
here.
The Fiesta
Oh, of
is
course
heating
not.
up. Multi-ball is lit.
Just want to show the people multi-ball. And of course they're going to get that. Poor attempt at a death save.
But the dance floor will be ready when
God, man. I see, this is just another thing. I know it's not real. It's perceived in my head, but I'm like one shot away from multi-ball, and then I miss it, which that's totally on me. But then it comes down, and it starts ricocheting everywhere, and it just gives you that perfect bounce right down the middle, and that's just brutal. But, okay. Anyway. My initial thoughts and impressions, I kind of already gave you my, 2 cents on. It is a very unique table. So this is one that I would say if you like the Magic Pixel tables and you do want something I think is a little bit different, I do think this offers up enough variety where it's just not like one of those just combo fest tables, like Star God. Now I really like Star God, but admittedly it's a multi-ball and combo table like a lot of those are. This one doesn't seem to be like that. It seems to be, there is some depth, right? You want to get through modes. You've got multiple mini modes to do. As again, I've failed twice now to actually unlock the multi-ball. Really wanted to see what that multi-ball is about, but I'll keep working on that. Unfortunately, not on video, but I haven't even dug into, what this Party Fever mode over here is. But there does seem to be a lot to do. So my initial impression, man, for $8 or, the conversion rate is 144 pesos, I do think it's worth picking up. I mean, it's something new to play, and I think if you're watching this video and you're a follower of my channel, chances are you probably have a lot of these tables and have played a lot of Magic Pixel tables. This is just another one in those lines. I do think it's worth picking up and playing for a while. Is this going to go down as maybe one of the best Magic Pixel tables ever? Remains to be seen, but there does seem to be a lot to it, and it doesn't, like I only played it twice. This is my initial time playing it, but I don't get the impression that this is just like this repetitive, boring repetitive, combos and ramps and multi-ball kind of table. It seems like there's a lot more to it. So anyway, I would, again, after my first 2 playthroughs, I would, give this a thumbs up. I'll play it a little bit more, and as like with some tables, your opinion can certainly change over time. An example of that for me is like Magic Castle Deluxe. Like when I kind of first was playing Magic Castle Deluxe, even in its broken state, I was like, I kind of like this. It's the theme is cool. I like the DMD. And I really liked it at first, but then now it's like the more I play it, the less I like it, if I'm being honest. So I don't know if this table will fall into that category, but like I said, my initial reaction is there seems to be a lot to do. There's enough to do and enough different things going on to kind of keep you interested, rather than trying to just spam ramps over and over again. So anyway, thank you for watching. keep an eye out for my foul mouth pinball tutorials. Right now it is the Christmas season, so I've got one up for Charlie Brown Christmas, the Zen table, and I'm going to be doing one for the Grinch. As of the time I'm recording this, Grinch is going to be part of Flipper Friends next week, the week of Christmas, so I want to try to get that tutorial done so you guys can kind of you know, maybe you'll learn something new in order to kind of improve your scores for Flipper Friends. But anyway, thanks for watching, and we'll talk to you all soon. Take care, everyone, and have a happy holiday season.